Well, summer is winding down and so is the garden season, but now we're in the peak of the harvest, and Idaho gardeners are busy gathering the last of their fruit, flowers, and vegetables before cooler fall weather arrives and brings the season to an end. So today on You Can Grow It, Garden Master Jim Duthie has gathered some photos that several of our fellow Idaho gardeners posted in the You Can Grow It Facebook group. And you might see a picture from someone you know, and you're bound to find some inspiration for next year's garden projects.
Fall is only about a week away, and our gardens are going through a burst of end-of-the-season production before the growing season comes to an end. For some of us, it's been a fantastic summer for fruits, vegetables, and beautiful flowers. For others of us, maybe the garden didn't perform as well as we had hoped. So let's take a look at some of the successes that many of our fellow gardeners have enjoyed and start planning for next year. Zinnias are a popular late summer and early fall flower, and they're really popping now that the intense heat of summer has let up. Sherry Kuzman has a bed of pretty zinnias, some growing nearly 5 feet tall. Zinnias are prolific bloomers, and Ginger Smart has a colorful zinnia patch that stretches the length of her garden. Asters are in the same family as zinnias, and John Farnham shares this picture of his colorful pink, yellow, and white asters lighting up his flower garden. Last week on You Can Grow It, we visited a dahlia garden, and today Tracy Thomason shares this beautiful dahlia from her yard. The shades of pinks and yellows is amazing. Angel's trumpets are a little more exotic, and Rod McKnight grew these majestic yellow, pink, and white ones in his garden. Did you know that sunflowers come in other colors than just bright yellow? Some varieties are cream-colored, red, and even chocolate brown. Leslie Ann took pictures of these eye-catching sunflowers in her yard. Coleus is a spectacular plant with colorful leaves, but it also produces dainty flower spikes. Here is Donna Brunning's pretty display of coleus and other decorative foliage. And talk about decorative foliage, take a look at Sheila Beasley Smith's ornamental sweet potatoes spreading out across her patio. They provide a brilliant backdrop to any other flowers in container displays. Carolyn Smith Bryan says that her garden has been amazing this year. Her hillbilly leaf heirloom tomato plants produce some huge golden orange slicers and terrific beefsteaks. But take a look at this monster. One of Mike and Jean Young's heirloom red beefsteak tomatoes weighed in at a whopping 2 pounds and 3 1/4 ounces. That's going to make a lot of BLTs. It looks like Salvador Chip Madrid is getting ready to make a batch of salsa with this mix of pepper varieties. He also harvested a bowl of tomatillos, a staple in any salsa garden. Kathy Seisman will also be busy canning and freezing her cache of fresh carrots and string beans, batches of tomatoes, and raspberries ready to be made into jam. Joe Prin shows his giant bell peppers that have a very appropriate name, Big Bertha. This one is bigger than Joe's hand. Glass gem is a Native American variety of sweet corn that all but disappeared for generations until an Oklahoma man started growing strains of it to reconnect with his Cherokee ancestry. Over the years, he was able to isolate some of the original corn strains for a beautiful rainbow-colored result. Thanks to Sarah Utenruther for sharing these pictures of the rather rare glass gem multicolored corn that she grew. There are many varieties of apples grown in backyards across America, and Mackenzie Miller is about ready to harvest her own golden delicious apples. It looks like they're getting close. Melons are also a favorite for home gardeners, and Tristan Lee is patiently waiting for this beauty to reach just the perfect stage of ripeness. Meanwhile, Dina Bay did find this perfectly ripe beauty, and it weighed in at an incredible 8 pounds and 10 ounces. Finally, I wanted to show off some of my colorful autumn time peppers. These little 2-inch peppers start out purple and then start changing different colors in late summer. Reds, oranges, yellows, and they look just like a string of Christmas lights. But they're not only brightly colored, they're also really hot. So if your garden was bountiful this year, enjoy the fruits of your labors and start planning for another successful year in 2024. But if your garden was stingy and lackluster, don't give up. Get some help and start planning for a more productive garden next year. The rewards are great, and don't forget, you can grow it.
That was so fun. So many talented gardeners here. And if you aren't already one of the nearly 20,000 members of the You Can Grow It Facebook group, it's easy to join. Just text the word GROW to 208-321-5614, and we'll send you a link to join Idaho's biggest garden club. Then you'll be able to share pictures and growing tips, ask questions, and get advice from other gardeners all around southern Idaho.